Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1972 Smith Corona Classic 10 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 80, 85 or so. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, you just flip the switch back. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. One of the most popular models, not only because it has a really pretty color, but the print is always nice and precise. It's got elite typeface, prints 12 characters per inch. And it's really fun to type on, reliable. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down and put the color back on black. So this was right at towards the end of the golden age of Smith Corona. So it's one of the nicer ones in really good condition, excellent condition typewriter. And then they started making them cheaper after this era. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace, really smooth. And this has a few cool functions that most typewriters don't have, like the changeable keys. This has one changeable key on the left side here. So this is basically, you can put any kind of custom that you can find. They still have these. This is a 1 and exclamation point. You can still find these on eBay in a lot of different symbols. So it comes with that cap and the cap for the slug. And this just tilts and pulls out right off, so anybody can do that. Some of them will have 2 of them, 1 on each corner here. And they just need to search changeable Smith Corona keys. And these are elite, so it has to be the elite size. Touch control, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a little bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. Another cool function is a key down. So if you have a key that gets stuck, then you can just push this button and it brings it down. So that way you don't have to touch it and get ink on your fingers. And it's got a power space. Really cool, like a machine gun power space. And I think that's it. You can also, another cool function that a lot of typewriters don't have, you can flip this panel and lift this lever. This lever right here will pull off your platen so you can get in there and clean it out. And it just pops right back in there like that. What else? Tab on the top. Got tab set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of those by hitting the tab and then hitting clear to the right. So now we don't have any tabs set, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle by hitting the set button there. So that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button, it does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. The hood just slides to the front like that, very smooth. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch the direction, there's a little switch behind the left spool. Flip it down and it'll pull counterclockwise to the left. Flip it up and it'll pull to the right, and that's the direction we want it to go. Carriage release on each side. It's got the one flaw of this model is the hard plastic carriage releases. These things break off all the time. This one's an original, but on the other side I have a replica that I 3D printed, that I designed and 3D printed and have available in my shop. So if you need one, check my shop. This is the carriage release, carriage lock. So it releases the carriage and locks it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it protects the escapement, which is the mechanism that allows it to move one space at a time. And if it's not protected, then it could cause, if that thing breaks, then you can have major problems. They don't make those parts anymore, so you'd have to find the part and somebody to put it on. It's not an easy. I mean, it's easy to a real tech person, but to a real regular person, it's not that easy to do. So this is a 3D printed one. As you can see, it's really close to the original and really high quality. It's not going to break on you like the other ones will. And if you push in this button here, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks on this model is a half a space. That's why you have the 1.5 and 2 here instead of the 1, 2, and 3. And if you push this lever down here, it disables the spacing just like it does with the button. And you flip it up, you get the clicks. And it also has the page gauge. A lot of these models have it on the Smith Coronas. On the inside there, you got set and end. You want to set it to right underneath the 11. There's a notch there. As you load the page for the first time, and it'll start telling you on the left end side when you're getting close to the end of the page. 2 inches left, 1.5, 1 inch left, and that's it. That's the bottom of the page, and that's the end of the video. Now available on eBay or Etsy, search Brooksaw Antiques.